I'm Lilith, and I woke up in a hospital bed 3 days after the accident that should have killed me. My stepdad Frank made sure I knew I wasn't allowed to rest.
You awake?
Frank pushed through the door before visiting hours even started. My mom Diane trailed behind him, clutching her purse. The doctor said,
I don't care what the doctor said. You've been lying here for 3 days while bills pile up. Your shift at the diner starts in 6 hours.
I stared at him. My left leg was in a cast, elevated. My ribs were wrapped so tight I could barely breathe. Frank, I can't even stand.
That's an excuse. You're 22 years old. You think the world stops because you had a little accident?
A car hit me. I was in the crosswalk.
And whose fault was that? You weren't paying attention. Now we're stuck with your medical bills because you don't have insurance.
Mom touched his arm. Frank, maybe we should...
Maybe we should what, Diane? Let her milk this? She lives under our roof rent-free. The least she can do is cover her own mess.
I pay you rent every month. $500.
Frank stepped closer. That doesn't cover utilities, doesn't cover food, doesn't cover the space you take up.
My nurse Vanessa came in with medication. Sir, I need to ask you to keep your voice down. This is a recovery floor.
I'm her father. I'll speak to her however I need to.
Stepdad, I corrected. He married my mom 4 years ago. Vanessa handed me pills and water. Lilith needs rest. The orthopedic surgeon wants to see her tomorrow about the leg.
She can see the surgeon after work.
She can't work. Vanessa's voice went flat. She has a fractured femur, 3 broken ribs, and a concussion. She's not cleared for any physical activity for at least 8 weeks.
Frank turned to her. Who's paying you? Not me. So maybe you should mind your own business.
Patient safety is my business. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
We're her family.
Mom can stay. You need to go. Frank's face reddened. He looked at me.
You think this is over? You think you can hide in here forever? Insurance doesn't cover hospital stays just because you're comfortable.
I almost died.
But you didn't. So you better get to work.
He raised his hand and slapped me across the face. The sound cracked through the room. My head snapped sideways. Pain exploded through my jaw and neck. Mom gasped. Frank! Vanessa lunged for the call button. Security! Room 412! Frank backed toward the door.
You're going to regret this, both of you.
Get out! Vanessa positioned herself between us. Now! He left. Mom stood frozen, staring at me. The red mark on my face was already burning. Diane, you saw that, Vanessa said. That was assault. He's just stressed. Lilith, you know how he gets when money's tight. Mom, he hit me, in a hospital. He didn't mean it like that. How did he mean it? 2 security guards appeared. Vanessa explained what happened. They took photos of my face. They wrote down Frank's name. They told me I could file a police report. Mom started crying. Please don't. Please. He's my husband. We'll figure this out at home. You're not taking her home, Vanessa said. Not to him. Where else is she supposed to go? That's when I realized I had nowhere. No apartment. No savings left after paying Frank's rent. No friends close enough to take me in with a broken leg and weeks of recovery ahead. I'll figure something out, I said. Mom wiped her eyes. Lilith, come home. I'll talk to him. He'll calm down. He hit me, Mom. He's sorry. I know he is. He didn't say that. He threatened me and then he left. Because that nurse provoked him. Vanessa crossed her arms. I protected your daughter from an abusive man. He's not abusive. He has a temper. But he loves us. I looked at my mother. Really looked at her. She was choosing him. She'd watched him slap me and now she was defending him. Get out, Mom. Lilith. I mean it. Go. She left crying. Vanessa sat down in the chair next to my bed. Do you have anyone you can call? I shook my head. My half-brother Marcus called 2 hours later. He was Frank's son from his first marriage, 28 and working construction in Denver.
Lilith, it's Marcus. Mom just called me crying about what happened.
Your dad hit me. Silence. Then,
Yeah, she told me.
and?
And I'm coming down. I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Marcus, you don't have to.
He put his hands on you. Yeah, I do about to.
He arrived early, tall, sunburned, wearing work boots and a Broncos cap. He hugged me carefully, avoiding my injuries.
Jesus, Lilith, your face.
It's worse than it looks.
That's not possible.
He sat down.
Where's Mom?
With Frank. Where else?
She should be here.
She made her choice.
A financial counselor named Patricia came in with paperwork.
Lilith, we need to discuss your bill. Your mother listed you under Frank's insurance when she filled out your admission forms, but his policy doesn't cover stepchildren over 21.
So I'm uninsured?
Correct. Your current bill is $18,000. Surgery, ICU, ongoing care. We're estimating $35,000 total.
Marcus whistled. That's insane.
That's American healthcare. Patricia handed me papers. We can set up a payment plan, but I need to verify your employment and bank information. I gave her my account number. She typed it into her tablet. Her expression changed. Lilith, this account shows a balance of $43. What? No. I had $7,000 in there. I've been saving for 2 years. When was the last time you checked it? 3 days ago. The morning of the accident. Patricia turned the screen toward me. Transaction history. 5 withdrawals. All made yesterday. All authorized by joint account holder, Frank Novak. No, he wouldn't.
You have a joint account?
Marcus leaned over.
Why would you do that?
Mom said it would be easier. For rent payments? I didn't think.
He cleaned you out.
Marcus's voice went deadly quiet.
While you were unconscious in a hospital bed, he stole everything you had.
Patricia looked uncomfortable. If he's an authorized joint holder, legally it's not theft.
It's theft, Marcus said. She's his stepdaughter. He knew exactly what he was doing.
I couldn't breathe. $7,000. 2 years of double shifts, skipped meals, no vacations. Gone. Lilith, you need physical therapy after discharge, Patricia continued. Without insurance, that's $300 per session. You'll need 3 sessions weekly for 2 months minimum. Without it, you risk permanent mobility issues. I can't afford that. We have a hardship program. I can't afford anything. I can't even afford to leave here. Marcus stood up.
I'm calling him.
Marcus, don't. He was already dialing. Speakerphone. 3 rings.
Marcus, your mother's hysterical. What did you say to her? Where's Lilith's money, Dad? I don't know what you're talking about. $7,000, withdrawn yesterday from her account. That's joint account funds. She owed me back rent. She's been living off me for years. She pays you $500 a month, which doesn't begin to cover her costs. I took what I was owed. If she has a problem with that, she can take me to court. Oh wait, she can't afford a lawyer.
He laughed. Actually laughed.
You hit her, Marcus said. Hospital security has photos, witnesses. She disrespected me. I reacted. It won't happen again. Because she's never coming back to that house. Then where's she going? She's broke. She's crippled. She's got no friends and no prospects. She'll come crawling back within a week. I'll take her. To Denver? You live in a 1-bedroom apartment. You work 70 hours a week. You can't take care of an invalid. She's not an invalid. She's my sister. She's your stepsister. You've known her 4 years. Don't pretend this is some deep bond.
Marcus's jaw clenched.
I'm taking her.
No, you're not, because you can't. You're barely making ends meet yourself. 1 sick person in your apartment, and you lose your job. Then what? You're both homeless? He hung up. Marcus threw his phone on the bed. He's right.
I can't take you. My place it's not set up for this. I know. But I'll figure something out. Marcus, you don't owe me anything. He hit you. He stole from you. Yeah, I do owe you something. I owe you not being related to that piece of shit. Dr. Chen came in that afternoon to discuss discharge. She was young, sharp, no nonsense. Lilith, your fracture is stabilizing, but you need supervised care. Stairs are impossible. Bathing is dangerous. Physical therapy is critical. I can't afford physical therapy. Then your recovery will be significantly compromised. You may develop permanent weakness, chronic pain, or limited range of motion. What are my options? Family support, a rehabilitation facility if you qualify for Medicaid, or, she paused, there's a program through the hospital's domestic violence response unit. You were assaulted by a family member. That qualifies you for emergency housing assistance and legal aid. Domestic violence? Yes. What happened to you meets the legal definition. Security filed an incident report. The photos are documented. If you're willing to pursue charges, the program provides comprehensive support. Marcus looked at me. Do it. Mom will never forgive me. Mom let him hit you. Dr. Chen sat down. Lilith, I see patients like you constantly. Women who minimize abuse because they need somewhere to live. But this isn't just about pride or family drama. Your stepdad assaulted you, stole from you, and now you're facing permanent disability because you can't afford treatment. That's not family. That's exploitation. What happens if I file charges? The hospital social worker connects you with legal aid. They'll help you press assault charges and potentially sue for the stolen money. The DV program provides temporary housing, usually 60 days, and coordinates your medical care. 60 days isn't enough. It's enough to heal, to find work, to get away from someone who will hurt you again. A new voice came from the doorway. She's right. A woman in her 40s stepped in, professional suit, warm eyes. I'm Keisha Washington, hospital social worker. I've been reviewing your case. I didn't ask for that. Vanessa requested it. The assault triggered our mandatory reporting protocol. Lilith, I've been doing this for 15 years. Your situation is textbook escalation. Financial control, isolation, physical violence. It will happen again. It was one slap. It was the first slap you're willing to admit. I looked at Marcus. He nodded slightly. What do I have to do? Keisha pulled out paperwork. First, give a formal statement to police. Second, apply for a protective order. Third, let us transfer you to transitional housing with medical support. Fourth, consider pressing civil charges for the theft. My mom's going to hate me. Your mom enabled someone to hurt you. Keisha's voice was gentle but firm. That's her choice. Your choice is whether you survive this or let it break you. I signed the papers, called the police, gave my statement, showed them the photos, gave them Frank's information. Officer Rivera wrote everything down. Ma'am, this is assault. Clear witnesses, documented injury, hospital setting. The DA will likely prosecute. What happens to him? Depends. First offense might be probation, but with the theft, the judge might take it seriously. The theft isn't illegal, Marcus said. Joint account. Fiduciary abuse of a vulnerable adult might be, Rivera said. She was unconscious. He had power of attorney over medical decisions through her mother. Draining her accounts during that window could constitute exploitation. I'll pass it to the Financial Crimes Unit. After they left, Mom called. Marcus answered. How could you? She screamed through the speaker. The police just came to our house. They arrested Frank. Good, Marcus said. He's your father. He's a criminal. Lilith, please, drop the charges. He's sorry. He'll pay you back. I took the phone. No. Baby, please. Mom, he hit me. He stole from me. He laughed about it. He was angry. People say things when they're angry. He didn't just say things. He did things. And you watched. I'm your mother. Then act like it. Choose your daughter over the man who hurt her. Silence. Then, I can't lose him, Lilith. I can't be alone again. Then you lose me. I hung up. Marcus squeezed my hand. You did the right thing. Doesn't feel right. It never does at first. 6 weeks later, I was in transitional housing, a small studio apartment funded by the DV program. Physical therapy 3 times a week, covered by emergency Medicaid. Frank's assault charge went to trial. He pleaded no contest, got 6 months jail time, 2 years probation, and anger management classes. The civil case for the money was harder. Joint account meant no criminal theft, but my lawyer Simone argued financial exploitation. He withdrew funds while you were unconscious and vulnerable. He knew you'd need that money for medical care. The court might see that as abuse of fiduciary duty. Might? It's not guaranteed, but the assault conviction helps, shows a pattern. The judge ruled in my favor. Frank had to return the $7,000 plus legal fees. He appealed, lost. Vanessa testified, Marcus testified, even Patricia, the financial counselor, testified about the timing. Frank's paychecks were garnished, $300 a month for 3 years. Mom called once during the trial. You're destroying our family. He destroyed it when he hit me. You're being vindictive. I'm being protected. She hung up. I haven't heard from her since. Marcus helped me move into a real apartment after the transitional housing ended. I got a job doing medical billing, something I could do seated while recovering. My leg healed, slowly, painfully, but it healed. Physical therapy worked. Dr. Chen was right. I walked with a slight limp in cold weather, but I walked. Frank finished his jail time last month. Marcus told me he and Mom are still together. She visits him religiously during probation check-ins. She posts photos on Facebook like nothing happened. Marcus stopped speaking to both of them. Last week, Mom sent me a Facebook message. Frank wants to apologize. He's changed. Can we meet for coffee? I blocked her. I'm 23 now. I have my own place, a job, a life Frank can't touch. The garnishment payments come every month. $300. Not enough to replace what he stole, but enough to remind him what he did. Some nights I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone home that day, if I'd believed Mom when she said he'd calm down, if I'd convinced myself the slap was just stress. I think about the woman I'd be now, broken, controlled, convinced I deserved it. Instead, I'm here, standing in my own kitchen, making my own choices. Frank's in a halfway house, Mom's pretending nothing happened, and I'm building something they can't take from me. But here's what I can't stop thinking about. If your parent asked you to forgive someone who hit you, stole from you, and showed zero remorse because they've changed, would you actually believe them? Or would you just feel guilty for saying no?